and probably the youngest one in the room. First off, I'd like to thank you for joining the Cystic Fibrosis Caucus back in June when I met with your staffer on Capitol Hill. So when you were answering the last lady's questions, you talked about being truthful and influencing your peers to do the right thing and speak their truth. I'm particularly worried about Medicaid. My younger sister has cystic fibrosis and she's on Medicaid. One of her most important medicines costs $260,000 a year. That's on top of everything else. And I know there are many of your peers, such as Representative Labrador from Idaho and Representative Greg Walden from Eastern Oregon, who are definitely not on the same page. And so I would like to know what you would be willing to do to influence others to do the right thing and care about their constituents.
Well, we had a number of hearings on the healthcare bill that came out of my committee earlier this year. And if you look at the exciting 27-hour straight tape of us sitting there and trying to come to a resolution, you'll see me, talking about what is good. And Medicaid has been an unqualified success for those states that have taken it up. I mentioned that earlier, but it's a good program. 25% of the people of the great state of Oregon are on Medicaid. That's kind of shocking to me. I mean, I've been in this business a little bit. That's shocking that a quarter of our population relies on that as their health care. That's not a lot of money, folks. That's not a lot of money. $16,000 for an individual, and that's hard to get by on. And thank God we have some of the social safety nets like Social Security and Medicaid, Medicare for older folks. And I think we have to continue to talk about it. I will say this, because of a lot of you and because of the hearings that we have had, that America has woken up a little bit. They don't like Obamacare, but they kind of like this Affordable Care Act. And it's actually given lower income Americans a new lease on life, literally. I mean, they couldn't get health care. There's probably a number of you in this room that without that you wouldn't have health care today. Breast cancer survivors, others. I mean, it's been a lifeline. There is a problem still in this individual market. We got to fix that. But I think when you show up and you talk about your stories, that's a heck of an example you gave with your sister. That brings it home to me and to everyone else out there. And I would urge you to have your friends talk to Raul's folks, make sure they talk to Greg's folks, so that those guys get the same stories. And I'd like to think that they're good people. They have a different viewpoint. We've got to get them to where they realize how important this is to a bulk of folks, back home where they come from. And it's advocacy from you guys. I get a question, what can I do? You can reach out to your friends, family, folks in Idaho, folks in Eastern Oregon, and have them come to town halls like this and tell their stories to those members. That's powerful. You guys think you don't have a voice. I have 2 veterans bills that I've introduced because of people here in this state. We've taken the VA to task and won twice already this year for in my opinion, shoddy care of our warriors. You can make a difference. You show up, sometimes we can help you a bunch.